Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Predatory Wolf of the Gale Yamcha, and this is a free-to-play unit. We're going to be taking a look at how good he is at 100% in the hidden potential system, and yeah, basically get a good idea for how good he is. Now, he will not be receiving an Extreme Z Awakening as far as I understand. So this is a pretty good time to take a look at him and see how valuable he is. And what I like about him is they kind of continue the trend from Goku, whereby he does quite a bit actually with his passive. So he has attack and defense of 150%. He has an additional attack and defense of 100% when performing a super attack. He gives all superclass allies Ki +1 and attack and defense of 20%. He then, when there is a Gale's category ally on the team, has an additional defense of 100%, and starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle, he will have an additional Ki +1 attack and defense of 20% for superclass allies and launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. So pretty good stuff overall. He's got Flee, Infighter, Solid Support, Incredible Adventure, Guidance to the Dragon Balls, and Shattering the Limit, which is a decent link set for a Dragon Ball Saga team. And then he also has Dragon Ball Seekers, Movie Heroes, DB Saga, Worthy Rivals, Earthlings, Bond of Friendship, and Warriors Raised on Earth as his categories. Any team where you can have a Gale's character on the team is going to be where he's really solid. His attack boosts and his defense boosts are calculated separately, so when there's a Gale's category ally on the team, he has 680% defensive boost, and when he is on his own, he has 640%. So you don't necessarily need a Gale's category unit, but it does help. He only raises attack on a super attack, and because he has the ability to have additional attacks that have a high chance of becoming a super attack from the 5th turn, I think the best way to build him is majority crit. I think going more crit than additional is the best in the long run. I think you'll get the most out of Yamcha. I think in general you should see the best play in regards to Yamcha come from having that build. Obviously he will get an easier in future, so it will be interesting to see how good he is. And having a free to play Yamcha does mean we have the ability to summon, or I should say to raise the SA of Yamchas, although we already did have one. So Yamcha looks pretty good right off the bat, looking really solid. We do have obviously the big support from the Goku as well, 50%, which is fantastic. As you can see, we also have a Bulma on the team, so we are getting 100%. Bulma does not have to be in the rotation, so you don't need to have Bulma in rotation. You don't need to have her sitting there next to Yamcha for him to receive the defense. She just simply has to be on the team, and it doesn't have to be Bulma, it can be anyone. Attack wise, over 3 million, looking pretty good. Nothing too bad to say here. Obviously this is a great situation for him with a 50% support, but the cool thing is that he and Goku actually share 3 links, so this isn't a bad situation for Goku either. And Yamcha is also giving Goku support, and again also Goku is an incredibly solid unit as well, who's a 200% lead for the category, so you'd definitely be running Goku and Yamcha on the same team. So all in all, I'd say it's not that uncommon a pairing, which is what I think in the most part excites a lot of people. I think Yamcha has very good defense after super, and I think being able to pair him up with Goku is very crucial. Not to mention his ability to later on give 2 Ki and in total 40% attack and defense from the 5th turn is pretty clutch. It's actually really good for Goku, and Goku can in turn give Yamcha 8% damage reduction, which could make Yamcha even tankier. So there is a question of Yamcha being very good on a DB Saga team and maybe not so good elsewhere, and I think that's probably accurate. You could run him on a Worthy Rivals. He doesn't need Goku to be good, he needs Gale's unit to have his full passive. As you can see here, Yamcha is looking really solid. We do obviously want to get Yamcha in the middle position because we do get some more links from launch. So we are going to place him in the middle slot, let him get those links, and he's got the 50% support, which is really solid. And Yamcha's looking really good, 150k defense. That's going to shoot up a lot when he fires a super attack, which is fantastic. And yeah, in general, Yamcha looking really good. Honestly speaking, I think he looks great. For a free-play unit, I think he's good. Your main concern will be obviously getting, the Pepe Gales requirement, which means most teams you're going to have to try and run a Pepe Gales. It's not too bad, and I wouldn't suggest using Yamcha on every team. Yamcha's great in that he does have a support-based passive, so he can provide support to your team, which is good. 2 key and 40% attack and defense is honestly very nice. And the 5th turn is a turn you'll get to quite commonly in harder content. Red Zone, even ESBR and SBR, the 5th turn is not out of the realm of possibilities. You can see Yamcha here with another great attack stat, and yeah, his defense after that's going to be pretty huge. So I think Yamcha has decent usability. I think the big thing is just that he's on limited categories, and similarly to Goku, there is still the caveat that his 2 best links are pretty much DB Saga exclusive. So although Shattering the Limit is a fine free-to-play key link, beyond that, Yamcha's got Incredible Adventure and Guidance to the Dragon Balls, which are good links, but DB Saga related. He's got solid support, which is okay. A lot of duo units have that, or free-to-play units have that. Infighter, which isn't really common. He does fortunately share it with Goku. And Flea, which is terrible. It's an absolutely terrible link. So overall, it's just really not great, to be honest with you. Link-wise as well, leveling it doesn't do too much for him. Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Incredible Adventure, those are very important links for Yamcha. Sharing the Limit helps him as well. But solid support, Infighter, Flea, these don't get a lot when link leveled, and they're so uncommon, especially for how you're going to use Yamcha, that I just don't see it happening. Now we have a lot of support on this rotation. This is definitely going to be the best turn we'll see out of Yamcha. He's got 2 50% supports on the rotation, and he's activated his additional 20% from his passive. So we should see, pretty nice. 4 million from Yamcha, which honestly is good. For a free-to-play unit, it's really good. Like I said, he's got the full availability of Goku, which is really nice. Like, Goku's so nice. Goku's so good. So yeah, I think Yamcha looks alright. I actually think he looks really good for a free-to-play unit. Yes, he's limited, but I think he serves a purpose. The support function is fantastic. Defense after super is great, and his damage can be okay as well. And you can build him for crit pretty much, so that should mean that he does some meaningful impact. For a free-to-play unit, even on a select category, to be able to rock almost 400k or over 400k defense, and to fire 3-4 million attack stat, attacks, and provide 40% support is pretty good. Maybe people don't think so, but I think that's pretty good. Plus, I'm glad they reserved his Extreme Z Awakening. I always hate when they automatically Extreme Z Awaken units, so the fact that he's not easying, to me, is super important. As I mentioned, the Incredible Adventure, Guidance to the Dragon Balls, those are as crucial links if you're looking to run Yamcha at full power. If you're not, it doesn't really matter. Just Shattering the Limit will do. Yamcha provides ki, so you don't really need to care too much, and he can just float, which is great. I think that's more than fine to have Yamcha floating. I don't think you need to have him in the main rotation. You can if you have like a Goku with dupes and you're going to use him as like a front slot tank. But yeah, I think I genuinely think that Yamcha is a great unit, and I really like using him, and I think he's a lot of fun. So I think they did a good job with this free-to-play unit. I'm actually very happy with his overall performance, and for me, I think I'd probably say that overall he's a great success. The biggest issue is finding Pepe Gals, but you do have some decent options for DB Saga, for Earthlings, Worthy Rivals. There's Android 18s on there. On the Friendship, there's the Keflers. There are technically always units that can fulfill that requirement. Whether they're all great units, well, that remains to be seen. But I think you have enough options to make it work, especially for content like SBR, ESBR, all those type of things. But that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.